We're very close to the long-awaited 2020 NBA draft, and the rumors continue to fly around concerning who is going where and what trades may happen, and who is worth taking a chance on. There are plenty of trade-down scenarios that have been proposed across the internet, but what if people are overlooking the guys at the top of this draft and looking at them all as just role players? James Wiseman remains one of the favorites wanted by almost every team in the NBA draft, but in a pandemic-fueled year and with so many unknowns, is James Wiseman worth all the hype? Will he actually become OP in the NBA? Before we jump into why James Wiseman has the ability to be overpowered in the NBA, please remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons and make sure to tell your friends and family about the journey we are about to embark on. So, who is James Wiseman? He is a young baller who played at Memphis under Penny Hardaway as his head coach. He plays the center position. Wiseman is only 19 years old. He stands at a towering 7 foot 1 inches tall. He weighs a healthy 240 pounds and possesses a 7 foot 6 inch wingspan. Wiseman is the head of a draft class that is loaded with point guards and combo guards. So Wiseman stands out as the best center on the board by far. As mentioned, he's got great size at 7 foot 1 and is a uniquely gifted athlete, even for a top NBA draft prospect. But his skill set is fairly raw, as he doesn't have a reliable jump shot or playmaking ability. His likely path toward success will involve a simple role early on as a rebounder, rim runner, or rim protector. Over time, how he develops his offense's repertoire will determine if he reaches his all-star potential. Wiseman played only 3 games at Memphis due to an NCAA recruiting scandal where he allegedly took money from a coach. It was a disappointing situation, which Wiseman described as heartbreaking, and it left NBA teams with little data to evaluate him on for this draft. Of the 3 games he played, one was against South Carolina State, and another against Illinois Chicago, not exactly powerhouse schools. However, the one major program he faced was Oregon. NBA teams will also not have the ability to host Wiseman for private workouts given the league's hiatus. That means they will have to rely more on his high school and AAU game tapes than they might otherwise. A positive attribute of Wiseman is that he played college ball for former NBA star Penny Hardaway. Wiseman and Hardaway go way back, as Wiseman played for him in the AAU ranks as well, and Hardaway was part of the scandal that lost his eligibility with an incident that involved moving costs. Still, whichever team drafts Wiseman, expect to hear from Hardaway about how special James is and what an added value he will be for any team. Wiseman is a very bright young man. He is fluent in Mandarin Chinese and has broad and specific plans for off-court business ventures. If he can learn Chinese, he should be able to pick up basketball concepts and master a playbook. Wiseman has drawn many comparisons to NBA Hall of Famer David Robinson because of his build, his style of play, and the fact he's left-handed. But how does he excel to be an overpowering beast in the NBA? Easy. It depends on who he is drafted by and what system he fits into. During the course of this last season, a new position kind of emerged in the NBA. That type of position and player is a Bam Adebayo and Anthony Davis type, which are centers with guard skills. Bigs who are nimble. Bigs who can stroke from the outside. These types of players are very effective in the space that teams can create now. These are the big men you cannot play off the floor. Older big players like JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard had to sit for a lot of the playoffs and finals, but not Bam Adebayo and Anthony Davis. Mobile 7-footers like Anthony Davis, Adebayo, and Kristaps Porzingis are all very much unicorns, and Wiseman fits into that mold. These mobile 7-footers who can guard in space and shoot while making accurate passes are a thing of beauty. Wiseman has all the makings of that. Is he perfect? No, he's not perfect, but the things he is not perfect at are things that no 19-year-old has ever been perfect at. Over time, he will only get better. When picking at the top of the draft, you should always take the best player available rather than drafting for team needs. If Wiseman, with his incredible talents, is mixed with the Warriors, he could be an unstoppable machine. He can add height to a smaller team, and with that said, the Warriors and Wiseman are a match made in heaven for him to accelerate as an unstoppable beast. Plus, the Warriors have a bunch of savvy veterans who are really good on defense and can teach him how to be an elite defender and accelerate his game in the NBA. The Warriors would allow him to have a defined role and let him be young, and as he kind of earns more rope, we will be able to see his dominance in the league. Wiseman can be an Anthony Davis type at best. Place him on the Warriors team, and you will see that type of dominance. In this draft, if you want a player who has a high ceiling and has all the tools to become overpowering, he may be the player to take. The Warriors are definitely a team that can put young James in a situation where he really could become something special. At first glance, Wiseman may be the best fit of any player for this draft, for any team, but especially Golden State. His rim protection and rebounding are the things he does best. With the draft quickly approaching, what do you think of Wiseman? Will he be dominant anywhere he plays? Or do you also think the Warriors will bring out every bit of his greatness?